think you might have known this is coming for a while now. It's 84 in Costa Rica. Google says it feels like 94. And I believe it. Oh. And what may come as a surprise to absolutely nobody, I'm back to daily vlogging, and I'm loving it. But I know that some of you may have some concerns, so let's grab some snacks and then we can talk about those. 7-Eleven's finally happening. But cereal, I never buy this. Like I can't remember the last time I bought cereal.
So you should try this mango.
I've only ever had one pedicure in my life. It was a good experience. I figured, hey, might as well take advantage. And also I forgot my toenail clippers, so this is the perfect opportunity. It still kind of freaks me out a little bit. I will say that the setting was nowhere near this nice though. This is way better than doing it in a nail salon. Yeah, we're eating first. We'll get snacks after. Obviously, lunch needs to come first. But the first thing that probably comes to mind is, didn't you burn out doing this before? It'll make sense later. Huh? It'll make sense later.
Oh, okay.
I realize this isn't 7-Eleven, but Kate and Julia wanted to stock up on some wine before we went back to the place. And 7-Eleven's right next door. We're almost there. They have Amarula, which is super rare. Like I can never find this in case. They can never find this in France, and like it's hard to find in the States too. I don't know if you guys have this in the States now or not, but like I always struggle to find this. I first found it in South Africa. This is not an ad for alcohol. I'm just saying, if you ever see Amarula cream liqueur, just pour it over ice, give it a try. It's delicious. So the concerned among you might be asking, but Jay, didn't you burn out daily vlogging before? Like, and for those of you that didn't know, I did vlog every day between June of 2016 and September of 2019. That's why there's so many videos in my backlog here on YouTube. And yeah, that was a part of it, but on reflection over the last few years, I don't think it was the whole thing. For starters, I always loved daily vlogging. And if you think about it, if it was the root of my burnout, like I don't know that I would make it for almost 1,200 days in a row, but it probably would have killed me before. There were a lot of other things going on at that time. Like my life was kind of going to hell in a handbasket, and the vlogging was more or less my lifeline. Ooh, sriracha, please. Oh, are they cheese? Sriracha cheese balls? I had to say that 3 times for it to break through. When you look back at it, when I moved to France, like my entire life was definitely going into the bin. I was about to go bankrupt. All my projects had fallen flat on their face, which was contributing to the bankruptcy. I was so deep in debt, deeply stressed. I just moved countries for a job that ended up not being available for 6 months and took another job just to make ends meet. I was basically struggling just to survive, working 3 or 4 jobs, scrounging everywhere I could, and only eating what I was tipped. And that's a story that's gotten told a few times, but all of that insecurity and all of the change and all of that struggle meant that like burnout was kind of inevitable, especially as I was burning the candle at both ends in the middle and then throwing it into a steaming pot of lava as I went. I don't even know what this is, but it's got a big thing of cheese on it, so I definitely want to try it. And man, those first couple of years were really, really rough. Like, very grateful that I moved to France, very grateful for the decisions that I made to come, but there was no path forward, no clear path forward for me by any means. And it was a long road, a lot of struggle. I don't have a story that's like that fairy tale story of moving to Paris and having everything kind of laid out for you. If I hadn't had a place to stay in the first place, I would have been absolutely screwed. Sorry, I got distracted. What is this shark stuff? Maybe we'll go for the peach water. That sounds like a safer idea. Peach and apple. So as far as burnout goes, yeah, it's something I'll be paying attention to. I'll be watching out for it. I have been watching out for it. And that's a big part of the reason that I wanted to jump into this and just go without telling you what I was doing, because I wanted to see, can I still do it? I love doing this. I love making a video every day. I love trying to figure out how to creatively bring the fullest version of myself to camera every day. I wasn't sure if I'd manage it. I was actually kind of worried that I wouldn't be able to do it anymore. Did you say something about hydrating? This is for the group, it's not just for me. Also, I almost put the ramen back, but then I realized, like, there's a cook on site. Like, I can ask a professional chef to make me ramen. I feel a little bit self-conscious doing that, but at the same time... Did I get some what? Do I need to get more ramen while we're talking? Like, yes. What?
I've never had one.
No, I'm just kidding.
Go. Pretend you're talking about something.
Did you go
I
for
want
ramen?
ramen. Yeah,
She totally took away the thunder from that
Oh
statement.
my god! Oh my god, are you Jay Swanson? Oh my god!
Yeah. It's like my favorite rodeo.
Watching through it, inhaling the sun. So
I was just gonna try this drink. I thought it was gonna be like a fruity water. It turns out it's alcoholic. I didn't know that when I bought it. Oh, it would have been funny if I found it on camera though, because that would have been a total shock. The thing is that ever since I stopped vlogging daily, I've been kind of trying to find my way back to it in a way. Like, it's something that I really missed, something that I always really enjoyed. But I didn't think I could do it anymore. I genuinely blamed it for most of the burnout problems, not realizing that all the other garbage I was going through really had so much to do with it. I didn't even realize they came off. Yeah, where did you figure that out?
Jay?
That's great.
Jay, are you filming?
I am. Oh, when did it's so funny because I didn't even realize that they'd come off. And we're gonna have to move locations. We tried all the snacks and ended up deciding that the hot chili squid was where it was at. If you out of those 4. So many more to try. And thanks to today's patron producer, Scott Homenick, and all my patrons for just being so delightful. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I can safely assume that I won't get mooned if I sit over here. I've been trying to figure out for a long time how to get back to who I am and what I enjoy and what is it that I enjoy making? Where do I come alive? And over Christmas, it just kind of clicked for me. Like, I've wanted to go back to daily vlogging for a really long time, but it's never felt fully right. And also, it was something that I was concerned I could never do again because it seems like such an extreme lifestyle. And it is. It's definitely on the extreme side, but it really aligns really well with what I do, how I like to tell stories, where I'm at in my life. It's always been something that I've loved and wanted to get back to. It excited me a lot to think about doing it again. And in this whole pursuit over the last few years of trying to figure out where I'm at, like when I quit daily vlogging, I definitely needed a break. I needed to go to therapy. I needed to work on myself. I needed to get more secure in like life, work. I needed more support. And here I am. Like, I'm in a place now where I have more support than I've ever had before, both in friends and also in my team. I feel like I know myself better than I ever have before. I've definitely done a lot of work over the last 4.5 years. And where before I think I was really scared to make the commitment and dive in, now I feel very ready to do so. So the last concern you might have is what does this even look like? How does it roll? The plan is to do it daily. Like, I think that that's the best way to do it, just to commit to it and go for it. There's something special about it. I love having a record of every day. I love being able to share what I'm up to capture my life and also the little snippets of my friends as we go about living together. And it's something that, I don't know, feels rare and feels like special, something that I really like. I'm gonna do it every day for as long as I can, but I'm also gonna keep an eye out and make sure that if I really need a break, if I'm at risk of burning out, I will take a break. I thankfully have a lot of people in my life that are looking out for me, a couple of them who remain skeptical. But the cool thing is that when I decided to go back to doing this, everybody that I ran it past was super supportive. I was surprised. There was only one person who wasn't necessarily easily convinced, but everybody else seemed to think, yeah, this fits, this makes sense, and they were excited for it. People that are in my life, both in work family, friends. It just seems to make sense. I'm excited about it. I'm ready for it. And hopefully that's all you really need to know. I have no idea how long I'm gonna make it. I have no idea what this year brings, but I just wanted to let you know that yes, I've been daily vlogging for the last month. I intend to continue daily vlogging. I have no idea how long it's gonna last, but I've got an idea that it's gonna last for a while. And obviously, I hope you'll join me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I mean, it's only gonna get crazier from here, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for yet another one of these nutty vlogs with no intro characters. We're not doing the intro characters again. If I've learned anything, they were fun, but they were a mistake.